Hello, everyone. Ohio gozaimasu. Welcome to Ohio Anime. My name is John, and we're going to talk about anime tonight, as always. Solo Leveling is the specific thing we'll be discussing tonight. The season 2 finale just occurred, so that's what we'll be diving into. Before that, we'll have what we've been watching and maybe what we've been doing in the real world when it comes to anime-related stuff. So to talk about it, let's get Andrea and Phil in here. Hello.
Hello.
So Phil's back from Jeju Island safely. Yes,
Right.
right?
Right.
Excellent.
Yep. John.
Yes.
Dude, you just from one bro to another, you were looking good, man. The glasses, the hair, just a little bit of a
thanks.
5 o'clock shadow. It's working for you.
No, I appreciate it.
I was like, John looks good. He's looking good.
Are they new?
What's that?
Are they new glasses or seldom worn glasses? Because they,
seldom.
I mean, I'm not familiar with these pair.
Just crushing it.
Yeah,
man.
these are
like
just
them.
really cheap blue light glasses.
Oh,
Nice.
good.
Cheap blue light.
Just working it. I don't know. I just had to tell you.
I'll take it.
John could be in an anime or something.
Totally.
I'll take it wherever I can.
Hey, hanging out with you at the convention. I was like, he's not me. You were just like, like you actually go to the gym and stuff. You were just, that one girl, like literally, if she hadn't been going up an escalator, like was like, oh, she would have came after you.
Yeah, I should have turned around and looked. I
mean,
yeah.
Your wife was with you, so
I think you might have to thank your posing coach for posing you in such a buff way.
That's true. Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah, I did use that a couple times. Yeah.
Who's your posing coach? What?
Andrea.
Oh,
me.
I don't know.
Feels like it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh God, if it's a real thing, I still got to go make money off of that.
Yeah, totally. New career change.
Yeah, for those that don't know what we're talking about, we went to the anime convention, Anime Detour. This last weekend.
Got the swag.
Yep.
Check.
Yeah. I've been there, I counted now, 12 years. And I have never bought Anime Detour official merch.
Oh.
So.
Missing out. This is my $1 bargain.
Flash sale.
Yeah.
End of convention sale.
Yeah.
Dana got a $1.
Works for me.
Yep.
Yeah, it works for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. So yeah, we I dressed up as Kento Nanami. You guys also dressed up. Already know what your costumes were.
You go.
I
Phil.
can find pictures if we want pictures. I don't know if you guys want pictures.
Sure, I don't care. I don't think Dana would care. So
do it to it, Phil.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
I think you should introduce yours though, because yours is like a little hidden gem.
Introduce my. Sure. I thought you might do it. Go ahead, Phil. Like put the pictures up. I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, I don't know. Just take the wheel. Take the wheel, Phil.
Let's go on this podcast. That would go well. So I was the much more boring half of a couple cosplay. I think, I am.
Oh, here we go.
I forget his name. He's the male lead. Kazuhiro, thank you. He's the male lead in Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. And then Dana is playing the titular elf from the title. What's her name, Andrea?
Maria Bell.
Mary Bell. Yeah, thank you. So look how good she looks. She looks great. Gorgeous. Anyway, So
the comments I'm mentally adding in my head, Phil.
They do, indeed. And they do. And they are. So yeah, it was very fun. She was very cute, and it was fun being like the schlubby, like straight man to her like cute anime elf.
You're underselling yourself here, bud. I mean, your character is like the reason that all of this happens. So
true. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he's not important or like it's just from a cosplay standpoint.
less interesting. I get it. Less
I mean,
stuff going on.
I had a wig rock in there, so but
yeah.
Other than that, it was literally just like work clothes of mine. So that's
your wig was shaped. It's definitely been on a journey. It was shaped well because the first time we saw it, I was like, Bill's auditioning for a cover band of Fall Out Boy, and
yes,
by the end there, you looked your character.
Quite a transition, yeah. Thank you. So that was fun.
I'll try to get another picture. Yeah, I'll try to get another picture of you up there. Yeah, Phil. Just came across this one now here of Andrea. And,
I love this. So I did 2 costumes, but this is definitely my more involved one. This is
that's Andrea and Chris.
That's Andrea and Chris. Yeah.
Chris is just like,
God.
No, just kidding.
No, this is
not Chris.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't know this gentleman, but he did a very great Okarun.
Yeah.
As possessed by Turbo Granny. I am acrobatic silky form of Ira from Don to Don. So spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched Don to Don. Ira has another form, and I was dressed as that as part of like the best story arc I've ever seen in anime.
Totally.
Yeah, basically. Here is my wife. Just waking up.
So creepy.
That's before makeup.
I was wondering if
I'm going to clip that and just send it to Ashley.
Right.
No, I thought it was really cool. So she is
the contacts are so
bigger
cool.
one,
this lighting is great.
Yeah, she is the slit mouth woman, the yokai. So you can find her in movies, and this particular iteration is from a video game, Tokyo Ghostwire. Yeah. So, I just realized, I kind of
that blue lighting was really good.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Let me see if I can find another picture here to pull up while we talk about things.
Since I don't think you have a picture of it, the other cosplay I did that I want to mention because I loved it and I love the show and it's super underrated and people should go freaking watch it. I did the main character from an anime called Zenshu. Her name is Natsuko Hirase, and she is an animator who gets ripped into another world, and it is the world of her favorite anime as a child called A Tale of Perishing. It's like this vaguely medieval town, like vaguely medieval times, but also like other stuff going on. But yeah, it's an amazing anime. It's so good.
Can confirm.
I really loved that.
We watched the finale at the con.
We did. We watched.
You watched the finale
of Zenshu. Yeah, we watched 2 finales at the con. Zenshu and Solo Leveling.
Yep.
Nice.
Definitely some of my favorite anime this year, for sure.
Yeah, I feel bad that I didn't get a picture of you in your second costume. Did you take a selfie or anything? Or
I didn't. We were just like moving and grooving and trying to get to waifu bingo. So
right.
Yep. There's one more.
There's John's Nanami.
Ashley and I.
Nice. Yep.
What are the ones we got here? It's been too long, but there's lots of other people. I got a few pictures of people that were cool. I really liked this guy dressing as Jet from Cowboy Bebop. Thought he did a really good job. Probably the best one I've ever seen. And
I remember Jet ever wearing a suit. Does Jet wear a suit in the show?
Yeah. Yep.
Does? It's been a while since I've seen Cowboy Bebop, but
yeah.
Okay.
It's I think he's even featured in like a a poster or something wearing this. So
Really?
it's definitely a known look. Yeah.
I mean, I
Spike Steve's
remember the
wedding.
suit. I just didn't remember the promotional material with him. You know what I mean? It's not his signature look. So I just don't remember.
Yeah, and that's like part of what I liked about it is, someone did it a little different. It's not anime, but
sure,
it was well done.
Yeah.
Half-Life.
And then Ada Wong captured Ada Wong all of a sudden in the gaming area.
Oh, is that from a game? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, Resident Evil. Yep.
I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we met, I met the voice actress for Julia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have brought that up here. Darn it. The show everybody. I'll show everybody that next time. I've done, my Cowboy Bebop thing. I'm having as many of the cast members sign as I can get.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Where are you at in your progress bar?
I have Spike, Jet, and Julia.
Nice.
I would like to get, Faye and Ed and Vicious.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely Vicious.
Those would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vicious is the real hero of that whole show. So. John just passes over that. I actually don't remember that well enough to know if that's funny or not. So.
And there is let's see, I'll show you this too. See if it plays. I'll see if
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. I'm relieved that this isn't something else that we never mind.
So
like,
also not
the poor girl.
Probably get struck for like sound on that or something.
Possibly. Well, but it's not like copyrighted material. It's not a.
I don't know. Is it this song that's in Nacho Libre? I mean, so we went to the wrestling thing.
Sure.
It's
WWE
so it's a mix of like pop culture characters and anime characters.
Sure.
And
Pikachu. The Charizard in the ring? Yeah, it is.
Yep, it's Charizard. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Come on, Charizard. What are you doing? Where's your flamethrower?
Yeah, I know, right? I think, Fire Code prevented that. But
Dang
Pikachu was definitely zapping.
Pikachu's going after it. Tag team. Old school.
Yep.
You're just okay. Gravy. And more. Kicks to the chest.
Let's see if we can. They had some pretty good stunts at different times.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have Wario coming out. There's featuring.
Ooh. There was like a high toss going on in there.
Yeah.
Nice. That is creepy. That is a big man.
Yeah, I would think.
You know what I mean? Like, that's physically imposing. I like it. Aw, that's an adorable shot to come right after Michael Myers.
I thought I had more wrestling ones coming up there yet.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Those two pictures / video were not thematically similar at all.
No. Nope. So, if you guys have anything, great memories to share? Phil, this was your second con, right?
Second year, yep.
I feel like it was kind of half your first because your first one was so interrupted.
That's true. Yeah. For those who don't know, my first con, I had to leave on Saturday to go be the Easter Bunny. So it was Easter. It was the same weekend as Easter weekend. So I missed like all Saturday morning.
Next year you should be in the ring with the wrestlers as the Easter Bunny.
No, that's not that's a bad idea.
What? Don't I have
No,
the
it's,
best
it's a good idea.
ideas?
It's a good idea. I can't even see anything when I'm wearing that thing. So the eyes are like here. It's
Sure.
bad. Or there's like the eyes are like here. So I have to like kind of look through.
Look out one.
If looking straight on, I'm blind. It's weird.
Sure.
It's the worst. It's like a super old and creepy bunny. I frankly don't know where they even got it. I think it might be haunted. Anyway,
I think it might be haunted. I love it.
So
Sorry. Yes.
Well, we'll see. But I rediscovered Tetris.
Yes.
Playing in the main room one night, and I bought a Puyo Puyo Tetris combo game on my Switch.
Okay.
So
Fun.
Puyo Puyo is like these little like colored blobs that you kind of match up similar. I was more like Dr. Mario. Do you remember that game?
Sure.
Like pills and stuff. So it's kind of like more like that. So it's a Tetris-y type game. So they have that, they have Tetris, and then you can play like a combo game. There's all these different like swap games or play, and you can, I don't know. It's really fun. And you can play like 4-on-4. So we played with the girls. That's really fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
Obviously, I pretty much crush everyone. So pro Tetris player. So
no mercy.
No. I honestly,
gotta work to win.
I haven't won every time, but I don't let them win at all. No, that's true.
Nice. Very good.
I have other good. I mean, the whole thing was really fun, frankly.
Nice. You, Andrea? Anything else that stands out now in your like 7th time going? I don't know what it is for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be like 7 or 8. I remember the very first year I tried to go with you guys, I couldn't go because they had sold out of passes. Like I couldn't get in. They were at capacity. But I mean, they were also at a different place. Like that was a lot smaller. So,
Sure.
Yeah. So I remember that was such a disappointing thing. And that was, I think, the only time I went to that location. And then the next year was my first year. They'd moved to the other hotel in Bloomington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
whatever place I went to, I literally don't remember that. Do you know what I mean? Like I went up to the walk-in registration line and I've never remembered like that going to that place again. So I think that they had moved to the DoubleTree. And then now I don't remember when they moved to this location, but anyway, reminiscing.
Okay. Yeah.
Memory lanes. Yeah, this con was really fun too. I mean, obviously it's fun like when other, you get to introduce your friends to stuff that you do and you get to be like, this is this and
yeah.
This is what I've been telling you about. But yeah, speaking of new things, I went back up and was a contestant in the Pokemon Spelling Bee and didn't embarrass myself too badly. So
awesome.
Just really happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Third
great.
Place.
Third
Very
place.
good.
Whoop whoop.
Third place. And
On the podium, baby.
On the podium. And the two people that ahead of you, like that got first and second, were like, they knew way
they were
too
savant
much about
level, holy cow.
Smelling Pokemon. And it showed.
She may have to settle for the bronze.
Yeah. I was like, it's distressing to me how much you guys know how to spell Pokemon. Not you.
I was genuinely shocked when they did the first cut and I made the top 5.
Sure.
I couldn't tell. It was so many people with so much spelling. I just couldn't tell where I was. So I was genuinely shocked when I made the final 5.
There were
very happy
definitely,
about that.
and I didn't see the whole thing. I came in halfway through, but I got the whole thing. But there were times when you looked surprised you got it right.
It's very nerve wracking. You know what I mean? Like you're very confident in your stuff, but then Pokemon is extra weird because they insert letters and sounds and stuff sometimes, and then sometimes they don't.
Right.
And it's exactly how it sounds, and you're like, damn it.
Yeah, right.
Try to get fancy with it.
And I only say that to illustrate that with the other two, they were like,
got it.
Blah, 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 no hesitation. Yep. And it was so that's why I was saying, those two, a little...
They were on another level.
You're normal amount of Pokemon spelling knowledge. On the higher end, because you're...
Right, because I made it.
You're you have spelling degrees, essentially.
Now you'll train for next year, right?
That's right. That's right.
So
I'm gonna make a
these people
montage of
probably have
myself and just start
trained,
playing
Yeah.
it.
hmm
Yep. Also,
Yeah.
speaking of spelling bees, everyone should do themselves a favor and watch the spelling bee episode of Frasier because it's a classic.
That is a
Mm.
classic.
When Frasier's son competes in a spelling bee.
Ooh.
So good. You just check it out. Since we're talking about spelling bees.
That's a throwback. I
Okay.
haven't watched
My
Frasier in a time.
Favorite spelling bee pop culture TV episode.
Okay.
I mean, I can't name any. So
Other ones?
that's
It might
probably
be
not
the
a
only
large
one.
list.
It might be the only
But-
one, frankly.
Yeah.
But still good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Phil's been
How about you,
watching
John?
Frasier, maybe. Sorry. No, I had a great time. It was awesome. I was hoping that I have the iron pen there because I've always wanted to do that.
Yes, it's scary.
like-
I did it once.
The what?
Yeah.
I would totally do that again.
It's an iron pen contest to give you like prompts or something like that, and then just go and within a certain amount of time, you have to come up with a story.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah, so like the time I did it, I mean, they keep it very vague, but the few rules were like you have to have more than one character. It's like I think it was like a 300 word limit. No, that seems short. Like 500 word limit because they wanted to keep it small enough to
Yeah.
read.
Sure.
And then the prompt was like one character gives another character a gift, and it's that vague. And you can pick, they were like, pick any fandom, any anime, non-anime, like, geeky kind of culture, whatever it is, just like this has to be the premise.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get like an hour to write a story.
Wow. And
it sounds like it would be easy, and you just sit there and you're like,
I don't think it would be. Well, I don't think it'd be easy at all. I think it would be really hard. I love to read, but I'm not like a good I'm thinking of like ideas and writing on my feet. I think I'd be a terrible author, frankly. But so I wouldn't even do that. I would be like, no, it would be stupid. It wouldn't be very good. I'm sure. Whatever I came up with.
It was terrifying but fun.
Yeah,
like I felt accomplished by the end of
one
it.
time.
Yes, I did.
You did. Oh, cool. So then you read your own story out loud, or they read these stories out loud, or everyone's story?
They read the stories, and then they like let you know if you were like in a finalist, and they would let you know later, like who won the competition.
Oh, so these weren't read out loud to like an audience. Oh, that'd be cool.
No, they were posted. I think like the final 3 or so were posted for voting, so you could see which one like got first, second, or third. But yeah, like the majority of them, people other than the judges, never saw.
Oh, did yours ever make it to the final? Like,
no.
You're a good writer. So
I mean, I am. I'm a decent writer, but it definitely probably wasn't my best attempt, not knowing what I was getting myself into.
Sure.
But it was fun.
That's what
it was fun.
saying.
I'm just glad I did it.
We need that.
I'm just glad I did it.
Do more of that.
Like
I would do it again. Yeah.
You still have it? I could, it's fun to read it. How long ago was that?
I know. I don't have it because I had to turn it in.
No copies, no nothing.
No.
It's
but
ephemeral.
I mean, now
it's, special.
Now I would. Yeah, now I would take my, phone and take like a picture of it before I turned it in, so I would have it to remember. But
paint us a word picture, like what? Just walk us through it.
Sure.
You don't have to
I mean, I remember like some of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
Like the gift that my character gave was a bike.
Okay.
And I think it was like the pairing on Oron Host Club, and it like the leader of like the host club. I can't remember their names now because it's been so long since I've seen that show. Was like teaching the main girl how to ride a bike after he gave her a gift. Like
okay.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
not
very nice.
I thought you would have written about, but
it could be anything, Phil. That's not the one thing I thought for sure you'd write about.
Well, and it was like my second, like, you know what I mean? It was like my second Detour so long ago when I hadn't watched all that much anime. So
sure.
And actually, I think it was Iowa, John. I think it was Iowa that I did it at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good on you for trying that. That's hard. That's tough.
I can't believe I remember that even that much.
Yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone has participated in an Iron Pen and wants to share their story, or if you've been to Anime Detour or any other anime cons, feel free to share some pictures. You can tag us on X if you want.
Not on X, but sure,
that'd be
go
cool.
ahead.
Well, I'll pass them
I'm saying
along
the
if someone
podcast.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the screen below, for those watching, you can see
Mhm.
our handle there.
Right.
Very complicated handle.
Mm-hmm.
If you can think of a better one, you can also pass that along. So, but
That's great.
anyways, I think we should pass along what we've been watching this last
Yeah.
few days or whatever. If there's anything else you've squeezed in here other than Soul Leveling finale, Andrea.
Well, I mean, like we mentioned, Zenshu. I watched the final episode at the con. And then, also another group activity, a new show, your boy Kang Ming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of laughed like
Are
for
you
a
still-
moment there, Phil, almost.
Sorry?
That was almost a Kang Ming laugh there.
Was
you
it?
had.
Laugh?
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
Does he?
yeah.
I guess he does. Yeah, that's true.
When he employs a stratagem that works.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I really watched too. The ones we tried out at the con, and then I think we watched like one episode of Apothecary Diaries when we came home, but that's pretty much it.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's. I thought boy Kang Ming was pretty good. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
We watched, I think, one more episode of that since being home.
Okay, nice.
Or kind of like the last episode. I think we didn't really quite get to pay attention to, or we're falling asleep or whatever. So we rewatched that one, and stuff. So
yeah,
I got to come over to your house and steal your high dive. One of you two.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
You just give you mine. He's gonna make me get rid of it. So she's like, Phil doesn't have high dive either. I was like,
oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's like the cheapest video service.
That's what I said. But we're trying to get rid of streaming services, not add them. And
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's like $5.99 a month. It's not the end of the world. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Also on High Dive, I tried the first episode of Sword of the Demon Hunter.
You did what? Okay, I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
But what did you think?
I started, and then I was like, oh, this is going kind of long. The first episode is longer. It's like 50 minutes or something like that.
I think it's like I don't know if it's the first two episodes smushed together or what, but I did hear that it's a double episode for the first.
So it's not, I was hearing some stuff like, this is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I go that far, but it is good.
Okay.
It's thus far like a meaner, more grounded Demon Slayer. I mean, obviously in the title, it's Demon Hunter, but it's like just the art style and like abilities and stuff is just not quite so shonen-y of today,
A little grittier.
But yeah, it's I enjoyed it. It's good. I'm interested where it's gonna go. It looks like it's gonna span a large span of time. So I don't know if we're going to hop back and forth between times or what exactly, but for anyone that has High Dive, I'd give it a shot. It's just the first episode. This longer one available now, and
pretty graphic.
Could go cool places. Yeah, pretty graphic. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Dana won't be.
Dana certainly won't. I some of that bothers me. Sometimes it doesn't. So I'll give it a shot.
Yep. Also on High Dive, I watched a few more episodes of Chain Soldier.
Yeah.
That's still fun. Still lots of fun. In that same vein, I watched the premiere episode of Please Put Them On Takamine-san, which is the anime adaptation of the smut manga I read.
Yes.
And
when did that?
It just dropped today, I believe.
Oh.
And only episode 1 is available. It's full on smut, unapologetically. So that's what it is. And so far, it seems like the manga probably will be. My only question is how my enjoyment will vary based on, like, do I need to see? in a romance sort of thing, you get the progression of the romance. And now I'm starting from square one watching it, and I've already read. So
Sure.
we'll just see if I enjoy it as much having already read it. I don't know.
Sure.
Some things
Okay.
work out that way, like Dawn to Dawn, yeah, and
Yep.
some things don't. So,
Yep. True.
Good start. So.
Another show, since we're talking about shows, the show Witch Watch is coming out in a couple days. Witch Watch. That's supposed to be really good.
Okay.
It's supposed to
I saw
be
that.
like the premise. There's like this young high school age witch who's like gone off to school or left home or something, but she's at the age where she would take on a familiar, and she's like, since she's away from home, she picks a familiar, her like childhood best friend, who she also like has a crush on, who happens to be an ogre, but he looks like a human, but he's ogre powers, so he's gonna like be her protector. Anyway, it's supposed to be, I think the manga is really popular, and I think I've seen a lot of like hype that kind of build for it, so I think it's probably gonna be quite good. Looks
okay.
Yeah, I marked that and Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Coming out on Netflix, that I was just sort of like, definitely want to give those a try.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Okay. I just sort of, because it was announced, I feel like around the time the like anime Tomb Raider was being talked about, and it's just another video game one, that I sort of dismissed it. But I don't, I'm curious, like, who's making the Devil May Cry show, and
sure.
if it's going to be any good. I've had some fun with those games in the past, so might be interesting.
I don't know much about the game universe, but I didn't know much about the League of Legends universe, and I really like Arcane.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely, right, yeah.
I mean, quality is quality, but
Right.
Totally. What services Please Put Them on Miss Takame-san come to?
Crunchyroll.
It did? Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
We also had tried the show when we were at the con. It's called I can't find it.
What was it?
Blah blah blah. The kid's name is Impervious to My Charms. I forget the kid's name, but it's like kind of a rom-com.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Translate for me.
Yeah.
That was cute little rom-com anime. You're trying to find something just light to watch while you're getting ready and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
think that show I would have to watch in Japanese to keep going.
Fair. I did.
The American Southern accents were a bit much.
Oh yeah, the Southern. Yeah, Yep, that's the one. That did bother me. I think I could do the same, but I did hear that show gets like even better. Like the article I read said you'd think that it could just be like a lot of the same over and over and get really old, but they said it actually there is obviously repetition of the premise.
Yeah.
Right.
But apparently it goes in interesting places as the season goes on, and it keeps it fresh and keeps it interesting and it's enjoyable. So I think Dan and I might keep watching that one too.
I think I would. Like I said, I think I would probably just switch to Japanese just because, that accent just like really took me out of it.
Yeah. It was interesting learning though about how
about why
and how It's like that's like it's Okinawa. It's like the south of Japan.
Osaka, I think.
Osaka.
Which is weird because it's not. Yeah, you'd think Okinawa because that's the far south, but it's not really that it's south. It's that they're different. They just have a little different culture, and obviously Okinawa does too with the base and everything and the different food.
Oh,
but
sure,
still.
I imagine. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
okay.
good.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
We got a variety of things. Cons used to be about watching a lot more shows, but because we have the streaming services now, it's definitely de-emphasized. So
sure, makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought it was like a weird mishmash in their selection.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, that's one of my bigger complaints is, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know what the selection really was because what was on the schedule initially was just not what was being played when we went to look. So
true.
which
Yeah.
I was okay with at the time. It's like, okay, well, I didn't know what the other stuff was. This stuff, I was interested enough, but yeah. So at least the video rooms were working.
True.
That's true. There has been many a time where we've seen static or nothing or blue screens of death.
Right.
So, well, speaking of death and lots of it.
Yep.
Well, there's your
Solo
transition. You're
Leveling
welcome.
season 2 finale. All kinds of people dying, maybe dying, almost dying, that sort of thing. Might as well get into it here. I'm going to put up an image here as we discuss it. So spoilers for everyone. Let's put up that warning so people are aware if you're just popping in. But yeah, I'll take the moment to say we are, speaking of that, we are on X, Twitch, and YouTube. So follow us in those places. And spoiler warning. So last week we talked about the last, what was it, 4 or 5 episodes of Solo Leveling. We just happen to have one episode hanging around here yet. The crazy stuff really went down last time, and as we'd kind of talked about, this might be more the wrap up. But we had conjecture of like, how are they going to save Hunter Cha? And I didn't think of it. I should have thought of it. But we got the shocking moment of like, let's bring the healer. Let's have him rise up as one of my shadows and heal her there, which was cool. But I was also like, oh my God, he's showing the like darkest element, the scariest element of his abilities to the other S ranks of South Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, so to your point, I feel like I forgot that he could do that to people because Iron is not a person anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, that the hunter who was Iron, like Iron is like this kind of half troll-y looking dude. So I just forgot for a second that like, it's not only about bringing, resurrecting monsters and stuff like that.
Right.
So then I didn't even go there that he would do that for, healer Byung-yu.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, for the record, Kim Choi deserved that. So, I mean, he had to come and do him.
Oh, again, yeah.
Back to the defending of the soul.
Not disputing.
I just wanted to bring up,
but I just forgot that he used to be a dude. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody else since then has been monsters and stuff like that. That's the only hunter. So
yep.
Yeah. So this was crazy, and really it was about like, full on letting the other S ranks recognize how incredibly powerful he's become.
Total mastery.
And understanding that he does get more powerful. Like, look at this. And then it sets up our other potential threats. So you like wrap up the Jeju Island thing, and okay, who are these other people that show up there that seem to know something, and they like kill off the people that are there to like finish up any bugs. And
did they though? Because the guy said he gave him a nap.
That could be. Yeah, he might not killed him. You're right. He could just get incapacitated.
I hope so. That leader guy was annoying at first, but then when he was like, "Hey, a real man does a job he's given without complaint," I was like, "Boy, get it!" Like, you may like talk like a teenager, but you're kind of setting a good adult example here.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, I was confused. Was that guy cause he seemed like he was his dad, maybe, but he looked different. Like, does he have a transformed state? It was definitely not his dad.
Oh, one of the
beast dude?
in the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally looked like his dad. And I thought the first time I watched it, I was like, what happened to him? And then his dad comes out of the shadows after that beast guy leaves.
Yep.
But they definitely are drawn similar.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some, No,
so I made that mistake. I thought it was him.
I wonder if I can find his picture.
So I think I did see something that season 3 now has been confirmed for 2026 sometime.
Yeah. Which was like, oh, that's quick.
Yeah. which I was a little terrified that it came out on April Fool's Day.
Oh,
I
maybe
was
I
like,
was wrong. Oh,
please don't. But I was like, please don't be a joke.
well, they're gonna obviously
Oh,
continue
this guy.
Yes, there's also
Why
this guy.
Does this guy not look like a Japanese version of Gaston from Beauty and the Beast? I'm sorry. That's the first thing I thought when I saw him.
Yeah.
I was like, hi.
So is that the country we think he's from? Is that confirmed? Because
France?
I was looking for a flag or something. You know,
I
was
know,
thinking
I know.
with
They
the
did-
red. It was like
They left
China.
it
We
vague.
haven't seen that. Yeah,
They left it vague. They just said
'Cause
other
we-
countries are here and they're doing their thing again. So
And so it's just interesting. I'm very curious as to, are there other hunters from other countries that are more powerful than Jinwoo at this point? Because it doesn't. It
I mean,
feels
this guy
like
seems like he could be. You know, he's like a
Right.
contender in there. Like,
that's the thing. We're in South Korea. South Korea is pretty small. Like, I mean,
Yep.
obviously they do a lot for themselves for their size, but they're pretty small.
Yeah.
Japan has way more S-rank hunters because
Right.
they're a lot bigger. Japan is still small in comparison, obviously, to China and America and different stuff. So
bigger population size, bigger opportunity
Right.
for super powerful S ranks.
yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
I want to see, like, I'm very interested because we have the guy that's I presume American, the blonde that looks like
Mhm.
All Might.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And then this guy who I'm going to guess is from China at this point. Just like, I'm just
Sure.
feeling it. Yeah.
Love it. Great.
I don't
That,
remember-
as
when
good
was
as
it?
any
I don't
guess.
remember. Where was this guy? I don't remember seeing this guy. When was
He
this?
was on
He
the
was on the
boats.
ships.
On the
Yeah.
ships, and then
There
he
was, like,
crosses the swords, and there's like an X that goes out and just like obliterates. Oh yeah, watch it. It's super sweet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
remember.
shaboom.
Are you allowed to play that?
I'm
Yeah.
doing it, Phil.
And it's no,
I just
well,
did it.
and it's no sound, and we're providing commentary over it. So technically, usually that sort of thing is allowed.
Did you hear my sound effects? Boom.
I know,
I would
right?
like if we could watch the clips as we talk about them, but
I know.
Yeah.
Usually you get struck, but like we're not,
Plus,
the
we're
thing
always
is you
trying to
can-
watch or we're trying to talk about like 6 episodes or multiple episodes
Right.
at a time. It's easier when you're like this one episode. Let me go find that clip.
right. Oh, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
But yes, it is.
Yep.
It is fun.
Mhm.
So I did find these other guys here now.
So I have a question. I know we want to get back into the hunters, but I just want to come back to Jinwoo for a moment. So
Mhm.
he finally was like, I have a new job title. I'm Shadow Monarch. I leveled up to 100.
Mm.
Do we think 100 is like the end? Because, like that.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like he acted like, I'm finally here. Like,
I think it's just
do you
a
think
big
it's just like an
benchmark.
arbitrary like stepping stone? Do you think like he thinks it's the end, but maybe there's more? You know what I mean? What do you guys think is like
Bill, you seem to think it's like just keeps
not
going,
the
right?
end?
I just
Just
think
goes.
he probably is like,
forever.
this is a big benchmark, and this is probably like a really the kind of the point where he's really going to take off into this like morally gray edgelord territory. But I don't think he stops. Like
We are again.
I don't think he stops leveling up and getting stronger. I don't think.
Yeah,
he
I was
thinks
just
that.
wondering. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking because I was like, the side quest that he had, there were 100 floors
Right.
to get the elixir of life, and now he's at level 100. Does he feel like there's something significant, and that's a stopping point?
Maybe.
Like maybe he thinks he's done, but the
Oh,
game doesn't think he's done.
Oh, maybe.
Well,
I think
I
he's
will
addicted
say
he's addicted to the power though. Now he originally did it to help his mom, but now he's like this. I'm just
And now he's
I'm
just like,
saving
let's go.
people. I got all these shadow
Right.
soldiers. I'm kind of a badass. All the
Right,
chicks
who are
dig
all
me.
like
Yeah.
lined up.
Right.
as
He's like a
he,
rock star.
walked
He's
his
like,
own
"Oh,
little procession.
here to save the day. I guess I'll have to. You're welcome.
see, that's why I want to see, like, any good shonen that's worth its salt typically would like put him in his place. Now we would expand the scope of the world
Mhm.
and be like,
Mhm.
oh, you're actually a smaller fish in this big pond
Right.
than you thought. For him then to rise up another level, you know.
Yep.
So
Hey, just a
that's what
side
I'm
note,
hoping
MJ's
for.
here. Hi.
Oh, where? In Twitch?
In the chat.
Well, I've got 3
Oh, sorry, on Twitch.
I definitely can't
hello,
see that.
MJ. How's it going?
Hi.
Tokyo Ghoul is in Dead by Daylight now, she says. Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting. They're
That's
actually
creepy.
remaking Tokyo Ghoul, which is very odd to me.
Why?
I don't know. I was wondering, like, if it did win a skew of the manga, and they're going to make it more. I don't know. I really don't know.
Huh.
But
Interesting.
yeah. So, yeah, that's cool. Thanks for being here, MJ. Have you watched any Solo Leveling? If not, I think we'd recommend it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what I want, like, Andrea, to your question. It's common, I would say, in like multiplayer online kind of video games and other games to have a level cap.
Mm.
And you get to that level and that's it. But then often there's an update to expand the level cap. I remember, like, in the first Horizon game, I think level cap was 60 or 80. Maybe it was 60. And then after some point, the DLC comes out. The DLC is harder and all this sort of thing. And then they expand the level cap to 80 or whatever. They put it up 20 points or whatever. So in this game sense, it would be interesting to see him get kind of trounced, and he needs to get stronger. And so the game notifies him,
gives him
the level cap has increased.
Sure. But what would he have to do? Do you know what I mean? Like, if 100 is his level cap currently, and you're saying, like, you know,
well, he would just be able to
like,
continue leveling.
I think it would be fun to, like, have something like, you know what I mean, another side quest where you have to unlock the ability to level up again.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's got that other key still. Goes to something.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. And then I want to see the other hunters do some form of, like, leveling up as well, because we had
seems
Hunter
to think
Cha.
she can.
Exactly. She's like, I have to get stronger.
Oh, right.
And you know, I'll fight by his side, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So can we have something like that? Because I think that would be pretty interesting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if
Jin more.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Jinwoo was like kind of a catalyst for hunters sort of all reawakening to this idea that they can get stronger. Whereas like before, maybe they just thought like, like, you know, nobody really tried too hard and just sort of felt like these are my thresholds. But
yeah, this is the way it's been, but it's pretty new. Like, it's not, I don't remember how many years this has been going on, but it's a relatively new thing for humanity.
Right.
So why would we have to assume that the rules can't change, or that we fully understand the rules? You know?
Yeah. And I mean, maybe there's just like a lot of, you know, timidity about pressing yourself because they didn't understand. So it was like, I don't know, what if I press too hard and I'm not a hunter anymore? You know, just didn't get a whole lot of people willing to risk it, or just, you know, never met anything that they really couldn't take. So they never had to push themselves. Because it definitely seems like they're all a bit shocked about how powerful the monsters are getting.
Yes. Rapidly. Right.
Yeah.
So we can't have it can't be that, you know, Jinwoo's going to be the only one that can manage the increase in strength here.
Right.
And how does he has, it's again, such bad luck. But again, it's set up like it's like it's a game for him and he's the main player, you know? So
yeah, that's some of the stuff I'm most interested in, like these weird half conversations that get cut off, and like these, you know, like with our demon girl, the like, it's like a transmission.
Yep.
I really want to see her again and like what's happened to that world.
Sure.
I think we will.
I imagine so. She seems like side character, but like
that maybe that's where he has to go for his like side quest to level up.
Yeah.
Has to check in there.
When we think about the Black Ant, he was so excited to be his servant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I'm honored.
Yeah. I mean, he's
You're
giving
the
him a
king.
new life. I can see where someone's like, they died and they're like, whew, someone resurrected me. Great. I did not want to be dead. And then they're like, sure, yeah, I'll serve you, master, like whatever.
Yeah.
You saved me. So I could see it from basically anybody or anything that got resurrected.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cool contrast for, the Black Ant and the healer Byung-yu, who definitely did not want to be, and but that was like the cool thing, like you're saying, Phil, like the Black Ant was definitely, I'm not done. I'm gonna go. I want to serve. I want to do.
Yeah.
And healer was just like, oh, here I'm ready to do the thing, but I want to go.
Yeah.
So that was a cool closing moment.
Yeah, I also do. Although, would have been nice to have a healer in the Shadow Army. I'm just saying.
Oh,
like,
hell yeah!
Although it would have been great to enslave another human soul for all eternity.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if he just wanted to, he's like, yeah, cool. I'm Shadow. That works.
Yeah.
Like maybe you. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it didn't end up being a point of conflict. Like I'm glad everybody was on the same page about it. It was a nice resolution to a lot of tension there.
My boy Jin
could have turned bad.
Slave someone against their will. Except for,
but like, what if he wouldn't have known his will?
So,
yeah, what if he wouldn't have known his will? You know what I mean? Like, what if he was kind of hard to read and he doesn't talk like Black Ant? So maybe he just thought like he's cool.
Maybe, yeah. Well, then that's
I just like the Jin
move.
Was like, no,
in your Shadow Army. That's what that means.
Yeah, I love that it keeps evolving like that too. Like you say, like these the Black Ant can talk.
Yeah.
Others can't talk, even though there's obvious sentience there.
Right.
We have like you say, the half conversations. We have the leveling up, the game system. We have lots of mysteries of the world. We have people always trying to it's weird, talking those two talking like, it's weird that someone like him or something would be killing all these guys. Yeah. So it's,
were they talking about Jinwoo? Were they talking about the Black Ant? Like,
yeah, I don't know. So they did a good job in setting up like future potential threats and leaving lots of mysteries on the board while still giving us a proper power fantasy. And wow, he just like decimated.
Closure.
Yes. So interesting thing to think about. So you find out in this final episode, that he tells the chairman, I'm looking into, or I'm thinking of starting my own guild or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, excuse me, obviously they've been teasing that with his friend and his friend's dad and etc. Do we think that all the people that like he saved and that he's fought with that know about his powers are going to be like, we're just going to go join with Jinwoo? He's like clearly the most powerful hunter in Korea. So like the Beast Man and Cha, obviously, and excuse me, and some of those others that were there.
Sure.
They're all going to be like, we're going to go with this guy.
Yeah. It'd be a way to make them more central in the show.
Maybe he doesn't need anybody else in his guild but him, so also.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case, because obviously he's going to have his friend in it.
Yep.
And I think he's going to, the other younger girl is going to be in it.
Sure.
Which, by the way, I like her and his friend. Like they're cute and funny.
Yeah,
she and Jinwoo can stay far apart, please.
No. Jinwoo never asked for that attention. He didn't even want.
I know. I mean, he's gonna have people. He's gonna like collect people, but I don't know that the other guilds are gonna dissolve. I think they're just gonna be sort of like, maybe his is the main and theirs is just like secondary tier. But still
one word for you. Mega guild.
Mega guild.
Like one giant guild led by Jinwoo.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep the separate ones and like maintain some sort of, like they talk about a balance of power there then,
Right.
but it helps shift the f- favorability of, or shift the ranking of Korea on the world stage, like that
For
adjusts things a little bit. So
For sure.
I think that it's like all in all a benefit. It's good to have this like little competition and the stuff they got going on. Let's not interrupt that balance, whatever they got working, but we can like raise the status of Korea some here, which needs to happen because clearly they're setting up in this show that how corrupt the guilds of Japan are, or at least their head of
ethically
whatever
scrupulous.
Yeah. So more conflict there to come, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree with that basic premise. I think Jinwoo is going to form his own guild. It's going to be technically the most powerful because he's the most powerful, and then all the others are going to kind of like keep their balance behind him. And like still sort of fight for, like I said, that like secondary status.
Sure.
Yeah, because even though he's still going to probably be mostly managing, even though he can manage larger dungeons himself, the guilds still have many people that spread out and can handle a whole bunch of different dungeons. So like
and
until he expands, they have technically more reach because of their literal reach.
Right.
Yeah.
Logistics. Freaking logistics.
Yeah. So Okay. Well, I enjoyed it a lot.
Probably Mega Guild, honestly.
Okay. Still sticking with
Still on the Mega Guild. I love it.
No, you guys are probably right.
All right.
I mean, I think they'll like be a Mega Guild sometimes. In this case.
Yeah, they cooperate. Yeah, the inner guild cooperations run by of course.
They're like
take down Japan at this point.
Like a super group, like a rock and roll super group.
Like a super group. I love it. Yes.
They all better get more powerful, or they're just going to get in the way.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm sure there'll be times when it'll be helpful for them to.
And I still want to know. I mean, speaking of other mysteries going on, I still want to know what's up with Jinwoo's dad.
Oh yeah,
we did get the little sneaky peek at him, and he seemed to know like these. He seemed to know these like other two randos. The one who looked like him and a cross of the Beast guy, and like this like half blue alien who looked like he came straight out of Avengers.
So he was like there, spying, but in the shadows.
He was like spying up in like the rock formations. He like peeks out and he's like, I'm concerned, and then he like fades back.
Yeah, that's it. That's
am I a scene recapper or what? Did I get the essence of that or
exactly completely accurate?
Nice.
Right. All right, cool.
Well, it was a good season. I think it was. I hope they maintain this momentum. It's lots of fun. All kinds of things happened I didn't expect. So if that is true and season 3 is coming already next year and it wasn't an April Fool's joke, then exciting. And
I wonder if they were working on it, kind of all this time, and that's why it's ready to maybe get.
I would imagine
to go so soon.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, I suppose you want to like keep things rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, we can call it there. I appreciate very much you guys joining me to talk about the finale of Soul Leveling and how Detour went for you and all that sort of thing. And next week is probably going to be the regular Popcast on the Rocks, so make sure you follow us at Popcast on the Rocks for that. We've been talking about the Daredevil show, so we'll probably keep going on that. And then after that, I imagine, be back to some Sakamoto days. I actually haven't watched that in a little while, and we had to catch up on a few episodes of that. We can have late night Ohio Smutcasts, when we talk about each episode of Please Put Them on Takamine-san. Okay, it'll just be me and a body pillow or something, okay? And it'll just like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to make like Jinwoo's father and just
Yeah, yeah, it just comes in disapproving and then out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Make sure you check out our friends Killing the Flower. They wrote our theme song for our main show, Popcast on the Rocks. Mike, that's Track Mouse 34 on YouTube. Check out his racing videos and stuff. MJ was in the chat. She used to be streaming a bunch, streaming Dead by Daylight. I haven't seen that in quite a while, so but maybe she'll be back. MJ Honeybee. So, and then podcast directories, we're on those as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that sort of thing. Find us there if you prefer. And that'll be it from us. So thank you both for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
See ya.